Good morning and welcome to another Nifty Rat Plays Carbcraft. Playing Minecraft. Today's Carbcraft episode isn't work on the skyscraper. I know. You all want to see me work on the skyscraper. However, that's not the plan for today's episode. For today's episode, what we're going to work on is actually going to find some deep slate. I want to make a deep slate floor to cover the existing level there, and so we need to go and have a search for some. Just before we do, let's have a look at the work that we've done since the last time we were all here. Let's go up to the top. If we stand on this side, level F5, you can see behind me. Hello. Here we have made, that is what is going to be the wall height of the initial tower wall, and then it's going to start coming in. So that's that initial section, and then we're going to roof that, bring it in maybe 10 blocks, and then start towering it up. And we're going to do that offset. So talked a lot on stream about the Empire State Building and what that means. So what we're going to do is, Windows there, didn't want that one. Just one second, people. Better. Resume game. And Thank you. And what that means for us, so we're going to, if anybody's seen the Empire State Building, so it's tall, and as you get to a certain height, it comes in, so and kind of goes up, a bit like a step approach to the sides. We're not going to do that step approach in the way in which the Empire State Building does it. We're actually going to do it more aligned to how the shard sort of curves in. But what we're going to do is bring in 3 of the 4 sides. And that's the plan. Bring it in by a certain number of blocks, and then just make it smaller on that sort of slope. And we'll do that from that point. So that's going to be where our first layer of slabs is going to be, and then we're going to put on our pumpkins and then our second set, and that's where it's going to occur. So that's the top height. As you can see, for each wall there, you can see we've run out. I actually didn't have enough stone on me when I was doing that one, but that's how it's going to be. So each wall, and then you're going to have the cross floors, and then obviously glass filling it in. And that's going to give us a few floors, so I think it's about 9 from memory. Of the smaller ones, obviously you can only come in so far because I don't want to impact the steps up to build height. That increases us going that way, just working out which direction we're going. We want to go roughly that direction. But to do that, we need to go and find some deep slate. I want to build a deep slate floor, and what we're trying to do is get out of our world border. So world border is around 5,000 blocks. And we're going to go outside the world border and dig a giant hole. We're doing this just so that we're getting freshly loaded chunks. So chunks that no one's been in previously, in order to ensure we get the new terrain generation. So yeah, the server was updated to 1.17, but it was a 1.16 world, so only freshly loaded chunks will have the deep slate in. So the easiest way to ensure we do that is to go out past the world border, which is around 5,000 blocks on Carbcraft, and then just start looking for somewhere. A ravine would be nice because we get down low quickly, but just somewhere we can go and find our way to a nice area. But we need to remember, obviously, we've got to get back, so Nifty cannot use all his rockets too quickly. I've bought spares. Let's see some beautiful terrain generation as we fly over. So we've got a lovely ice biome here at 3,500. You can see as we start to fly out, you can see we're getting into chunks that haven't been loaded because it takes slightly longer for the server to render. Always a good sign. Yeah, you can see again it's taking slightly longer to render. This is a good sign. This shows no one's really been here. There's a shipwreck there. You can see there as we've just crossed over the shipwreck. We're nearly at the world border. So these are probably a temple. It is. It's a 4.2 by 4.7. So we'll make a note of that one. Anything we come across that's of interest, let's say we'll make a note of. It's a 4.2 by 4.7. Morning, Vasir. I got myself distracted and now I've landed in the water. Morning, Vasir. I distracted myself. Oh. We've just crossed the temple. I was busy trying to find a pad to write that down. I didn't realise I was still falling out of the sky. Welcome to Carbcraft 3, the search for deep slate. I need to make a deep slate floor and I have no deep slate. Say need. Need, want. Same thing. Now we're not in water. Let's try see if we can find our way to take off again. Oh, yes we can. How you doing this Sunday morning, Vasir? You good? Red nether bricks. Can't you just smelt netherrack flags? Normally, yeah, just what I got. I know that thing. And there's another temple there. Oof, that's outside world border. I might come and pillage one of those temples at some point, just to go. Could do some sponges for later projects. Wouldn't mind some sea lanterns either. Now I think we just need to try and find a nice patch of dry land rather than ocean. We can go looking for our deep slate. And another temple. So these underground ones are really popular. I wonder if anybody knows if I sneak off and make a guardian farm on the server. I've heard guardian farms are really easy to make. Right. They must be on a grid pattern, because that's the third one I've come across. You've already smelted, destroyed all your netherrack. You need to gather. I don't play obviously on the same server, but does nobody have like a huge ton of it? I know there's certain areas of Carbcraft where we dug out the nether tunnel, where there are just tons of netherrack just piled up. Free to any good home. Or anybody who's just silly enough to take it. At least netherrack's quick to mine. I mean, it just doesn't take long to mine. Nice snowy biome. Do like the look of the snow biome with the snow on the trees. Morning, Finn. No, surface lava, but I'm not speedrunning this morning. So I don't need to worry about surface lava. Ruin portal. Ooh, acacia. I know we're supposed to be searching for deep slate, but I wouldn't mind while I'm here, seeing if we can grab a sapling or two. I say a sapling or two. One would do. A single sapling would do. My understanding acacia saplings are hard to get, but that hasn't proven the case in this one. It's just... oh, go away. It's night time. Into my inventory, grab my bed out. It's too far away now, that won't let me because there's a monster nearby. Let's get rid of the zombies, then we can sleep. The stream's literally just started, Finn. I've been going about 10 minutes. I'm supposed to be looking for deep slate because I need deep slate to do the deck's floor of my skyscraper. But admittedly, I got sidetracked by looking for an acacia sapling while I was here. As is often the case when Nifty is... yeah, I've got my right pick in my hand. When Nifty's going mining, it gets distracted easily. We know we're well outside world border, so let's just start digging down. Let's start digging, see if we can find some deep slate. It's good old Sunday morning. What's everybody's plans for Sunday? You and me both. Let's be fair. Let's not anybody pretend that Nifty was really wide awake at the start of stream this morning. It was... Let's grab some... Oh. It was... I didn't have a particularly late night. The Olympics was on and I got distracted. As often happens, the Olympic time of year is great for me when it's on early. So if it's on early and it's on a sensible hour, it's great. But it didn't start till 12:30. And I was like, oh, just watch a bit. Yeah, I've been the exact opposite. That's interesting thing saying you feel like playing lots of Minecraft today. I've been the exact opposite the last couple of weeks. I've been like, oh, I want to play, and then I start, and I turn it on and start playing, and then I'm just like, oh, but I need to do this, I need to do that on the game, and I felt less like it, and it's not even fatigue of making the. It's not like I can say, oh, it's the fatigue of making the skyscraper. I just didn't feel Minecrafty. I can hear spiders all around me. I don't know if there's a spawner somewhere. If I found another mine shaft, I'm not going to be impressed. I think we're really good recently at finding mine shafts. Ooh. Let's get rid of the skeleton. And let's start. Let's just light up the area a bit. And we can start digging out all this deep slate. If anybody sees me getting distracted, it's looking for diamonds, making portals. Well, but I will pick the diamonds up. Well, if they're here, that'd be rude not to. Take them. But we need to create. I need to get to about 5 shulkers worth of deep slate. So, just a little. Now, I must admit, I haven't yet looked. Oh, Finn, I know you've been having a few struggles. But if you ever want to talk, just message me. You know, I'm happy to always talk. Yeah, we really do need to take care. It's really easy in the current world to just get yourself into a bad place. I know I felt that way about work. You know, work's been hard to get motivated for. And not just the normal, I don't want to do any work motivation, but just generally. That's good. That's good news. And that's the bet. And that if you're in a position, yeah, work can be very tiring some weeks. And I've been working on a project that's been dragging on for a few years. And when you start talking, and when we get to points in the project, I'm just like, find someone else to do this bit. I've done it. Been there, done that one. Yeah. You get high level, and I don't know whether anybody else gets, and I imagine it's, yeah. And I imagine it's the same for a lot of people, but there are times my employers and my boss are just like, oh, well, we just need this to happen. And you're like, if I knew how to make that happen, I would have already done it. And you can tell me you need an innovative solution. But if I had that innovative solution, I'd have already done it. I'm not one at work to sit around. If I know the answer, I'll just get on with it. I won't sit and wait for someone to say to me, oh, I need this. I'll just do it. One interesting yeah, it is, and it's yeah, it's par for the course. I've worked for the company for 10 years. It's not like I don't know what they're like. It's just one of those annoying things. And sometimes, you know, we get new people come in who've joined the company and they're like, we just need to do this. And you're like, yeah, do you think we've not tried? Honestly, do you think we've not tried? Here's the 10 reasons why that won't work. We like a lot of big companies. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a lot of big companies, and I know it happens. I've got quite a few friends who work in similar size companies. And everybody comes in, you know, you've got multiple, and we've got old systems. We haven't got shiny new systems. And everybody expects your much older system, and now it's a DOS-based system. It's not like it's, you know, running on Windows, so it's that old. Can you just? No. Like, I'm limited to 8 characters in a field. I can't create magic. But we'll get there. Really looking at this, do need to go and decide what I'm doing about my texture pack. Because you'll see old textures, so stone, andesite. And when like the iron ore here, because that's in the old texture pack, is very different from the new texture pack. Yeah, sadly, I am not a magician. I'm many things, but a magician is not one of them. Wish I was. I've always wanted to be a magician. So it's been one of them things that I used to watch a lot of magic shows when I was younger. Those people and the sleight of hand and all the rest of it fascinates me, even to this day. Even to this day, fascinates me. Fascinates me. I'm almost like, how do they do it? I do drive people potty with it though, because yeah, it's just like when you look here at that's the iron texture in the new world. And it's very different to my texture. Yeah, because see, there's mine. Yeah, it's just weird. Very different, very weird. But yeah, but magicians, I've always been fascinating. I've watched quite a few street magicians. I think they're almost better than some of the illusionists. You see, the big ones on TV. I never find it quite as good, because I'm like, well, with TV you can literally be doing something just off camera, and yeah, we don't have the option. But when you watch magicians live, and they've got that pressure of doing it in front of a live audience, you wanna come and play the bow. Right, let's start sticking the torches round. Oh, nifty catty, made me jump. Ooh, friends. Exploding friends, and one with a bow. Oh. Right, Mr. Axolotl, why don't you go attack that? Well, the whole world's come to play with me. I think what we might do is just block this up with dirt. How you doing this morning, nifty catty? Are you barely awake? I didn't hear much signs of you moving around. Right, drop that. Drop that. I was going to say, why is the Enderman enraged? But he's actually attacking me. I was going to ask if he was enraged at the axolotl, whether the axolotls attack Endermen, because I don't know the answer to that question. Right. The only way they get to be through. That's not funny, Vasily. Not funny. Not impressed. Not amused. He says, laughing to himself. Not funny. You're not funny. It's like, this coming in and trolling Nifty's just mean. Nifty never trolls anybody. Ever. You'd never see me do that to anybody. Right. Oh, thank you, Finn. I do love the rubber chicken. Only 10. We've not watched enough streams, Nifty K. Thank you so much for the bits, Finn. If anybody's ever really tediously bored one day, I was doing a quiz for Mrs. Rat's work, and I was trying to find some noises on YouTube for a music round. I went to a music round with a difference. There is an entire series, a lot of YouTube videos of people playing popular pop songs on rubber chickens. Yeah, literally squeezy rubber chicken versions of famous pop songs. I might have watched about 5 hours of them. Yeah, they're just amazing. Ah, you've not heard Britney Spears' big hit songs till you've heard them played on a rubber chicken. But what fascinates me, and I mean, I'm a lover of music, you know, have a guitar and all that sort of stuff. But it's how they get it to sound so good. Like, they must have spent hours practicing. Yeah, if that's a link to it, Nifty Catty, please don't, because you'll start me off again. Avengers rubber chicken. Oh, it's just boring. Right. Hope somebody took note of the coordinates of that shulker box put there. Gonna wonder. Do some more digging. Yeah, I've lost count of the number of shulkers over the years I've lost by putting them down while I've been mining and taking no note of the coordinates and then getting lost trying to find the way out. Let's see if we can, I've got to go find it because I've run out of space to pick stuff up. Oh, found it. Look at that. I almost look like a professional. Like I know what I'm doing. What? 685. Oh, for nifty. Is it in there? Don't tell me I didn't. I did. Whew. I was thinking for a minute I hadn't bought a crafting bench, which would be sin. Them in there. Yeah, yeah. Finn, never click on a link Nifty Catty sends you. Oh, spends a lot. It spends a lot of time on YouTube. Oh, I've lit the air up a bit more. I found some more lava. These youngsters today. It is. It's always something to do with what we're talking about. Absolutely. No, you are okay. But you do spend a lot of time on YouTube. You youngsters. Didn't do that in my day. Didn't watch YouTube in my day. You can get banned as well. Oh, YouTube absolutely is a wonderful place. The only reason we didn't do it in my day was YouTube didn't exist. To be fair. Somebody likes lava. I'd better cover it over, so at least some of it over. If I don't, we all know what's going to happen, don't we? Anybody who saw me speedrun on Friday will know what's going to happen if I don't cover at least some of that lava up. I'm going to fall in it. And I'm going to look silly. Oh yeah, very well cooked. And the last time I did it to myself, Finn, I literally did do it to myself. I was trying to use a lava bucket. I was trying to get a lava bucket and cook a hoglin because I was short on food. We'd found the fortress, we killed the blazes, we got the blaze powder, we were all set to go. And I was short on food, so I'm like, I'll just cook this hoglin. Yeah, and might have accidentally tipped the lava on myself at the same process. Wasn't the end we'd wanted. In my defence, it was 1:30 in the morning. It was late. I was tired. Another top tip I did learn on speedrunning on Friday is trying to do a mansion with only a wooden axe is also probably not worth it. Yeah, I was awake when I started the speedruns. So at midnight I was like, oh yeah, I'm really awake, and then I was getting tireder. But we'd had a lot of luck on that speed run in terms of we found a nice way of making a portal. We had a lot of success. We looked in, and I'm not going to dispute, I absolutely got lucky for the fortress. I was running away from a ghast by digging a tunnel that he couldn't shoot me through, and while I was digging the tunnel we'd come across the fortress by pure luck. No skill involved. Killed the blazes. Doing really well, and then I hadn't got enough food. Yeah, but it was only luck I went in that direction. It was pure luck I even went in that direction. It was only because I was running away from the gas that I was even going in that direction. But in fairness, anybody who's done speedruns will tell you Speedrunning is as much about luck as it is judgment. Luck as to whether you find the fortress. Some of it you can control, some of it you can't. There is way too much gravel in Minecraft. Way too much of stuff. I honestly would love them to take out some of the gravel. It's not even like I've got anything against it. You know, it just seems to be a lot of the world is taken up by gravel. We're out of space again. Which way? Which way? Which way? That way. Starting to accumulate plenty of deep slate now. Let's pop this in the ender chest. Gold block, iron block, let's pop them in there as well. Now, tuff's an interesting block. Has anybody seen anyone actually build something with it? I can understand perhaps people have used it as an accent block, perhaps, but as in actually build with it. Yeah. So you're using it for texturing. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I've seen it used for. But I'm saying we do a build that's more tough than not tough, if that makes sense. I can hear a skeleton. Let's see there. Because I think it's an interesting block, but I've only ever seen anybody make it. I do the dad jokes around here, Nifty Catty. It's my job. It's just I've seen it used a lot as accent block rather than primary block. I didn't know whether there was a reason why, but it's just because it's hard to find. But deep slate is, I'm a really big fan of deep slate. Hence why we need a floor made of it. Let's see if we still love it once I've laid 10,000 of them. Let's see if we're still so in love with it. The good thing is, while I'm here, I'm also managing to collect a load of copper, which is good. We will need copper for the roof. So while we're here, we might as well just pick it up. Lots of beautiful deep slate. But one of my favourite blocks of the new blocks is actually that deep slate redstone ore. I think that's really pretty. That's not so pretty. Yeah, I've got a stack or two of it back in my storage room. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a fortune pick, but I just think this looks so pretty. When it glows and you get the light, it's so pretty. Let's mine the redstone. I don't particularly need the redstone. I've got quite a bit of it, but obviously, when we're mining it, we get the experience orbs, which helps repair the pick, which will keep us out mining longer. I think one of the reasons I've not been as productive as well is if anyone's seen the latest YouTube video, I started to do the redstone door and I didn't like it. I finished it, it was working. I put one side of the mechanism in and I decided I just didn't like it. There was just something about it, it just didn't feel, I didn't like the pressure plates, yeah. It was a really weird one, I just decided I didn't like it. It took me quite a while to do, which was kind of frustrating. So obviously I've been working on that occasionally. I've changed the door over to a lever, but then of course it's, you're using a lever, so then you've got to do redstone to support the lever rather than pressure plates. It's just that whole, you know, I feel like I've got to do it, kind of thing. I feel like, oh, I've got to get this done. I normally quite like playing with redstone. It's something I quite enjoy, and I love secret doors. we all know Nifty loves a secret door. Just 1 second while I shut my window. Somebody's decided to start drilling or sawing outside. Which is quite frustrating. It's Sunday morning, man. Why would you be outside drilling? Yeah, I mean, it's not even 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. You know, have a bit of respect for people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put ourselves some redstone blocks. Blocks of copper, blocks of iron. Drop them there and there. This gives us some raw. Don't need to carry any flint on me. Go back to finding somewhere we were digging. Get some more redstone, see if we can repair this pick a bit. Eat. There's lots of things you could be doing on a Sunday morning that don't involve drilling, Nifty Catty. Don't see me out drilling at 9 o'clock, before 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Fairness, if I wasn't streaming, I'd be playing Minecraft. Yeah, there is that. One of the and I don't know whether anybody's paid much attention to the latest betas, but I know Silent did a video on it, and probably other people have. I saw Silence, and just because I wanted to see if what I was reading was correct, and that's the change to spawning concept, where they're talking about, and have put into the beta, only spawning at light level 0. That's going to prove a very interesting mechanic. If you can only spawn in the very dark, then these sort of areas that are semi-lit, nothing could spawn in. I admit I was confused by the video, so I watched the video, and that was the... Yeah, I was confused by the video, because on the video, Silent kept saying nothing can spawn as he was walking past things that had spawned. I wasn't sure whether they'd already spawned because it was not dark. It was dark when he went in the cave, or I was missing something. I think it's a nice concept. I think the concept's a nice idea. It makes spawn proofing houses very much easier. Yeah, a lot of ideas for dimly lit rooms. I can imagine if Finn's still in chat, she would have a field day with that sort of thing for interior builds. Because you should, if you get time, check out Finn over on twitch.tv/xfin_91. I have watched a lot of Twitch and a lot of builders, and one of the best interior designers on Minecraft on Twitch is Finn. Her interior builds are something. You really have to go and see her do the interiors. They're definitely one of the nicest. I'm not too kind, Finn. You very kindly took me on a exploration through some of your interiors, and you know, I can play Minecraft, but when I looked at your interiors, I don't know how. And you talked me through your thought process, and that in itself was amazingly fascinating. But the concepts, the design, they really are so good. The way you managed to incorporate everything into one, and it flowed. I see a lot of people do a lot of clever things, but they don't fit. And I think part of that comes down to your thought process, but your builds fit together. You know, in the nicest way to a lot of people, any idiot can put blocks down. Hey, look, we're watching someone do it right now. But building a convincing interior that flows together. That one's got a couple of deep slate in. Pop a new shulker down. Yeah, so building an interior that flows together, does nice things. Absolutely, if you get a chance, go and check out her work. I'm excited to see what you do with the new season of Beardtopia. Let's put it that way. Of course, no pressure now to make a oh, more interiors. More interiors. That's what we like to hear, Finn. Are you going to build any buildings of your own this year, or are you just going to outsource your interior skills to everybody else? Anybody want a crispy fried spider? Crispy fried. Might be really tasty, Nifty Catty. You don't know. Crispy fried spider is an absolute delicacy. Oh, that sounds nice. Underwater ravines are an interesting feature. I had one on my private world. Well, still have, and it was interesting. It was an interesting area. As everybody knows, I'm a huge fan of ravines. Anyway, my whole base is built in a ravine here on Carbcraft. I think they're one of the nicest ways of getting a nice area with lots of exposed elements. It's much easier than digging it out. I mean, I could have found a flat area of the world at Y64 and just dug out a huge 100 by 100. But having the ravine, I mean, I'm lucky in that the ravine has a mine shaft in it. Yeah, so it's become all the rage. I started it. Yeah. My ravine base would never be as pretty as Jess's, sadly. But we all have our skill set, and I know where my skill set lives, so I'm happy with that. And that's the best thing about Minecraft. And people say, "Oh, well, you could have done this, you could have done that, you could have done the other." Yeah, you could. But sometimes it's about having fun, and Minecraft is primarily supposed to be about having fun. We all want to improve. I don't dispute that as a thing, but you know, I've been in a number of streams where people come in and say, "You're doing that wrong." There's no such thing as wrong. I'm not saying there might be a better way or a different way of doing something, but sometimes people like doing it the way they do it. You know, I know for a fact I could have probably should have done, in an ideal world. I've gone to the trouble of bringing a beacon down here. Would have made mining faster. Would have made mining faster. Would have done. Would also have taken me half a day to have dug up the beacon. I got to bring it, build it. It's just not. It's just not. I use beacons. Don't get me wrong, but there are times I just think, oh, I can just be mining. I can just be doing it. By the time I set the beacon up, I can have just done it. How much quicker would it... Yeah, there is absolutely no wrong way. I know how much quicker would the mining really be with a beacon. But I've got a netherite pick. It's not like it's particularly slow on deep slate anyway. One of the days I'll have to perhaps investigate that one for science. How much quicker would I have been? I'd have dug a lot of other stuff out. That's a fact. Right. I must have came in here somehow. So there's a party going on at the top there. Drop that down. Let's pop the deep slate into our... No, that one's not a complete set. I'm certainly going to come out of this with some redstone by the time we finish. Even though it isn't. Oh, Finn, that made me laugh. And jump. Oh. Made me jump so you can have it as a successful troll because you made me jump. But it also made me laugh, no end. Seriously, the troll. You all know I'm a troll. Did you really think I was going to create a second zombie sound for free? Really? Really? Ah. Come on, that's it. Might be time to pick some of this stuff up and move it. Swap picks before you do anything stupid. I've only got the one ender chest with me. It's the only spare ender chest I've got lying around. I'm just thinking, probably shouldn't leave it behind. I don't want to go that way. All I can hear is the sounds of monsters. No, they're up there. Oh, this area will do. I'll have a dig in this area for a little bit. Right. Let's drop our ender chest back down. Let's put the... We really don't need to carry the acacia sapling in our hand at this stage. And one of these shulkers should have deep slate in it. Let's pop that there. And back to mining. Let's drop the torch. Yeah, I must admit, I'm not sure, Finn, whether you went through this when you first got your affiliate status, but trying to find redemptions that are funny and good, or do something unique for your channel that aren't, because if you watch a lot of Twitch, you find stuff that's funny, but they're done by other people, and you find it funny because you enjoy their channels. But trying to find something that's unique to yourself, or that's not a direct copy, I found quite tricky. I come up with an idea and go, oh, that's really funny. And I think, oh, but you know, Groover does that, or Magister does that, or somebody else does it. I think it's fine to stick your own spin on things. It's just wanting to get that uniqueness and to make it fun. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been in another channel where I can get somebody to dress as Gimli. Honestly, I haven't. It's just nuts. That's funny. Yeah, but I like the flower crown. Yeah, well, it's something unique. That's something unique to your channel. I like it, and it's unique to your channel. You know, I don't go in many channels and think, oh, this person's doing, or oh, that's common. You know, the poems. We did enjoy the poetry. Ricky's good with a lot. Ricky is very good with a lot of things. You know, and I know I've said before on the channel that Ricky's been invaluable in many ways on my journey. And, you know, there's still plenty to go and a lot to learn. And in fact, I think Ricky would even agree that there's always stuff we can learn. You know, new things. I think if ever you think you've really mastered the art of streaming, and you know you've got it nailed down, and you really know what you're doing, yeah, probably kidding yourself, or you've probably got complacent. It was interesting. I watched a fair series of YouTube videos on how to be a good streamer. Sometimes because they come with tools I've not heard of. You know, or something new for OBS, or you know, software guides kind of thing. And one of the interesting ones that they were talking about, I did. Thank you, Nifty Catty. I haven't done it on yours yet because I knew there was no rush. I'll do yours later today, and I know Magister's not streaming, so yeah. Yeah, it's an unfortunate scenario when we have to go round preemptively sorting these things out, but I think we're always best just to be on the safe side. You know, if there's something going on Twitch, you know, always just take the safe approach. I know there's been some discussions about, well, do you need to? Twitch will sort stuff, but yeah, just for my own peace of mind, I like to be on top of these things. we do notice these things, Finn, but that you haven't streamed for a while. But with where you've been, don't worry about it. We'll still be there when you come back. Like, and I was saying this, you know, to other people who haven't streamed for a few weeks for various reasons. Your audience will still be there. Your audience appreciate. But some people, I know some people do though. But some people are like, yeah, oh, if I don't stream every week, or then, you know, what will happen? People will still be there. You know, we all have real lives. Things go on. Things occur. We all know how life goes. And if people decide to not come and follow you because, you know, you've had a day off or a week off or a month off, they're not people you need in your life anyway. Life's too short. You know, you should nobody should ever feel. It's only my opinion. You know, you can feel free to disagree. No one should ever feel that they have to stream every day, because if I don't, then, you know, my audience isn't going to be there. You know, I appreciate for some people, and it's not for me. I have a real job and all the rest of it, so it's not an employment for me. And I know for other people it is. It's how they pay their bills, but you know, it is supposed to be fun at the end of the day. You're supposed to, as much as it's work and you get paid, people get paid and all the rest of it. I think you want, as somebody who's watching, I want the person who's streaming to enjoy it. I think, I'm not quite sure how people who don't enjoy the streaming, I don't know how they make their streams fun. I don't know. And I've been there. I used to be. Some of you might know, I used to teach accountancy. And the hardest part of the job was on days when you don't feel like it. You know, you're not well. You know, you've got a cold. You're on your 23rd day in a row of teaching. You know, and you haven't had a break for 3 weeks. You know, it's Sunday morning, and you've got to get up and go to work at 9 a.m. You know, it's not even that you don't enjoy the job. You know, I enjoyed it. I was good at it. But it just gets to that point where you're like, I can't do it. I'm not enjoying the pressure, the time. You know, and particularly in the modern world, everybody's looking for someone to blame. You know, bad exam results. So you're explaining why a student who put no effort in didn't do well. Well, and you're not allowed to say because they didn't do any effort, kind of thing. So I think about that, and then I think about people streaming. If you're not enjoying it, like, you can put a fake smile on. Why would you want to? It's an interesting one. Welcome to Sunday Morning Philosophy with Nifty. More of the fiery red stuff. Stuff's everywhere. Nifty catty, look at all this iron I'm going to have to smelt. A little fiery smelter is going to be working overtime again. And of course the copper will need smelting as well. Ah, you poor Java players and your non-cheaty furnaces. The only thing as far as I know that Bedrock really does well. Cheaty furnaces. Yeah, absolutely, Finn. You know, if you put on a fake smile and you feel obliged, and you feel obliged isn't perhaps the right word, but you feel like you're not having fun. And take a break. Get back to the point where you are having fun. Ah! Oh, so yeah, I've been there. We've all been there. Yeah, I was like that. I was really irritable on Wednesday, Thursday, I think it was. Earlier in the week, I was really irritable. Work was being work. Yeah, I was stuck in hour and 2 hour meetings talking about stuff that, yeah, people live in a dream world sometimes, and I was stuck in these meetings. And I knew I'd got more coming. You know, you got more coming up, and everybody's solution to everything is just, well, let's do it. And I'm like, but we haven't got a plan and all the rest of it. So I was irritable. And anybody who's got the power to ban on places like Discord and Twitch, sometimes it's, and I was laughing because I was like, oh, like you read a message. And so good job I've got this armor. Such a good job I've got GT armor. No. I've got my totem in my hand anyway. I'd have been fine. And morning, Darshan. But yeah, so I was, you read some of these messages on Discord, and you just think, really, you know, they come in and they're being borderline, and they're not doing. Well, you can't say, oh, here's something absolute definitive I can ban you for. They're just being annoying. Yeah, they're just not being very nice to other human beings. Okay. Water! Water! I'm not thirsty! I thought I'd done it so I could get back up, Darsha. Easily. And it turned out I hadn't. Right. No, I don't need water, Darsha. I'm fine. Just need to find a different area to mine in. I'm just going to find a different area. I think this area seems very warm. Houston, we have a problem. Let's go this way. So the torch there. Aha! Found it. Thought for a minute we weren't going to be able to find our shulker. Let's pop that one there. Coal blocks, blocks. Right. Well, we've not done too bad. Found plenty of copper, plenty of iron, some gold. Even though that's not at all what we were after. We're after deep slate. That's what we came here for. Yeah, the other problem with, if I turn all the lava to obsidian as well, Darshan, I'll have to find myself a different light source. Dum. So what's Darshan up to today? Up to anything exciting? Swap. Gonna move on again, I think. Find a different area again. This one's been good. We just keep finding lava over that way now. We were to bridge across. Stop attacking the glow squid, you meanie. Right, let's pop some torches down. Ooh. Let's grab that torch back. That wasn't too bad. I wasn't sure then what impact we're going to have when we hit the roof. Anybody spot the mistake I just made? Anyone? Yeah, wrong pick in my hand. Pick my Silk Touch pick up rather than my Fortune pick. Because then meant you didn't get the cobbled deep slate, you got standard deep slate. Pop that down. Okay, we just weren't close enough. One of the other things I was thinking about on those changes on the beta, and I'm not even sure if I've seen anybody even talk about it, but obviously talk about mobs spawning only at light level 0. Is that only for aggressive mobs, so creepers, etc., or will that impact things like glow squids? That'd be an interesting one. Yeah, I didn't know it, but if it affects glow squids, will it affect standard squids? Because I presume they use a similar spawning mechanic. I don't know. It does feel a bit like we've made tinted glass, now we need to make a reason for people to use tinted glass. Made tinted glass, now we need to justify it. That's true. Yeah, but then you were trying to tell me next, Nifty Catty, that glow squids don't only spawn when it's dark and they've got a roof. And we know that's not true. As the lots of glow squid I have lying around my base tell me. So we did have a thought about that. Were they spawning? Are they actually spawning in the river because of the blocks a long way above them? I wonder if they were spawning because of the actual squid farm. So therefore, have I accidentally also made a glow squid farm at the same time? But not intentionally. Although based on reports I've read, I don't think I want to put a lot of signs with glow squid ink down anyway. I understand it can be quite laggy for servers. I saw a bug report about it. So I'm like, well, I don't really want to I don't want to start doing stuff if it's going to have an impact on the server. Let's pop that down there. Move that to there. That one can go in there. I must have had some deep slate iron ore. Yeah, I do like as I've said before, I do like the deep slate textures. I actually think they're all very nice, to be fair. We all know it. We all know if I'd come looking for diamonds, we wouldn't have found any. We all know that. Earlier in my server life, I was looking for diamonds. I couldn't find any for the love of them. Now I don't. Now I don't need any. Hundreds of them. Shiny! 20 shiny diamonds in that section there. 20 pretty shiny diamonds. Fortune really has played havoc with that sort of thing. In a good way. For me anyway. Getting loads of diamonds, but server economies sort of controlled by diamonds. Unless you're selling something people really don't want to mine, are having a bit of a tough time with it. Drop that in there. And we have successfully managed to collect so far in an hour and a half 2 of the 5 required deep slate, cobbled deep slate boxes. Just gonna have a quick drink. This particular song, Nifty Catty, seems quite, Darshan and anybody else who's still here, seems to have gone quite dramatic all of a sudden. It's like, do you know something I don't? Like, boom, going dramatic. Right. Swap standard pick for my right. Nifty Catty, can you make a new section in my to-do list on Discord for me, please? Or a new post, and call it stream music, and add the name of this song to that stream music. I'm trying to create a specific speedrun playlist. I think this would be quite a good one. You're a star. boom, boom. The idea of having a specific speedrun playlist, I appreciate, is not original. I have blatantly stole that idea. Oh, actually, I'm not going to say I stole it. I have been inspired by Mr. Beardstone's 80s rock for his dragon fights and any other major fights he's doing. I think it's a bit of a fun thing. I quite like the idea of a specific dramatic music for that sort of circumstance. And the question is, Vasir, what were you thinking about? What was your thoughts for breakfast? Did you come to a breakfast conclusion? That's what I thought I might find down. When I got a bit low, I thought I might find some lava. If we found nothing else in this section, lava, we have found plenty of. I don't particularly want the coal. Rye bread with pesto mozz. So pizza then. Assuming you toasted it, you've made pizza. Well, it sounds like pizza to me. Dough, bread with mozzarella sounds like pizza. Ah, that could just be wishful thinking. Pizza for breakfast. Ah, oof. There's nothing worse than that. Somebody coming to visit clean up. Oh, we've got visitors coming, so we need to tidy up. Why? Why? Of course, anybody who knows me knows why. There's that annoying person who sort of walks around your house and looks to see if there's dust anywhere. Yeah, that'd be me. If you're ever really curious if somebody's cleaned properly, when you go in the house, have a big stretch and put your hand on top of the door frames. If it comes away dusty, they've not cleaned properly. Yeah, she does like doing that. Mrs. Rat is very keen on cleaning. But yeah, that stretch your hand up and see if they've cleaned above the door frames. Of course, a much easier solution is just not to invite people over. Obviously, I know, Darshan, you don't have the say in this one. You say that now, Darshan. Let's see if you're still saying that in a week's time. Trying to explain technology to older people sometimes. It's an interesting experience. It's what Nifty Cat is going to have 3 weeks of. Mysterious world of technology. Oh, WhatsApp's old technology. I can't believe you kids are still using it. God, thought you'd move on to something else now, you youngsters. Oof. Stickers. Don't talk about stickers. Whoever in the Discord design group went, what Discord really needs is really large annoying stickers. Should have been educated around the back of the head by one of their work colleagues that no one wants stickers. No one, absolutely no one wants stickers. They're just horrible things. I know, yeah, I've turned off on Discord on my PC stickers, but they still keep appearing when I type on the phone, so I need to change that. I just don't want them. Stop suggesting them. Hold down shift and keep clicking opening new tab. Nifty Cat, it's easily done. Yeah. You just keep clicking opening new tab. It's easily done. Sorry, I was just thinking then. I was counting. Yeah, it happens sometimes, Nifty Cathy. More shiny. Oh, I'm sure you will have done. Nothing wrong with watching sport. I'll be doing that later on. The Olympics will be on. It's funny, I saw somebody describe it yesterday as we're now at the business end of the Olympics. It's track and field events. And I was quite miffed, I suppose. One, because Britain aren't great at the track and field. And B, it's a bit disrespectful, I suppose, to all the athletes who've worked really hard in all the events that have been on so far. So whether that be road cycling, judo, taekwondo, any of those sorts of events, fencing, the archery, triathlon, to say this is the business end, as if their gold medals count for less. No. You know, the absolute dedication these people need to put in just to even get to the games. You know, let alone those who've actually gone on and won medals. You know, to kind of make out it was like, oh well, that's just the prelude. Now we're at the exciting bit. Just a bit disrespectful. The thing is, we used to stay together, but when my parents shifted into a new house so that the workplace and colleges be near and easily accessible, that time grandparents decided that they will stay alone and won't join us. But now after 4 years to find a way to shift in and try if they are comfortable or not. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Different. I appreciate it's a different culture. So you get a lot more grandparents living with families in the culture, but yeah, I couldn't imagine wanting that personally. For the thought of having my mother living with me, love her though we do. Yeah, no, please no. Kind of like my own space. Yeah, coexisting with the family is bad enough. Yeah, coexisting with you lot is bad enough. Yeah, it's just hard, isn't it? Different cultures. Well, and let's be fair. I'm sure my mother wouldn't want to live with me. To be fair, kind of likes her own space. Great in small doses. Yeah, grandparents are a funny thing. They get very set in their ways. You know, my nan when she was alive, bless her, would always eat at exactly 5:30 in the evening. Wouldn't matter what time she'd had lunch. Her evening meal was always exactly 5:30. If she was at our house and we hadn't started eating at, or hadn't even started looking like we're going to start preparing food at like 5:25, she'd start looking at her watch. She would start looking at her watch. Then she'd look at round to see if anybody'd seen her looking at her watch. Then she'd look at her watch again. Always funny. Always funny. Yeah. As I say, it's also a very different culture. Your culture has a more close family relationship, I think, than certainly a lot of the UK culture is. As I say, my mother would not want to live with us if she had a choice. Not what she would want for herself. Yeah, and I don't say there aren't days it's probably tough for her, but she'd hate the restrictions of living with us as a group anyway. Not the least of which is the unsociable hours some people in our house keep. Yeah, I can't help it. I do keep some slightly unsociable hours, nifty catty. So it was what, 1:30 when I finished streaming on Friday. No, you just get up. You just physically get up. I just sometimes don't. I just read my book or something. But I'm normally awake. That's why I normally know what time you've got up in the morning. One of the pities about deep slate iron ore is you don't get the deep slate and the iron ore, and that would be really good. Although in fairness, I say I keep unsociable hours. Never sure what time, if Darshan even sleeps. Right. Still got space. Yeah, still got plenty of space to pick stuff up. Enjoy your lurk, Basir. Enjoy. almost time to play our favourite game of work out. Oh, that not far away. That's good news. I was going to say work out what I've done with the shulker boxes, but luckily they weren't far away. Pick these up. We're going to go through down into this tunnel. Let's take the stuff. Take the stuff with us. I was digging a tunnel 2 seconds ago. I've come out of it to find my shulker box and now I can't find the tunnel again. But might as well dig out this area. Digging, digging, digging. Actual bedrock. Found some bedrock. We're so low. And retreat this. Throw the stuff we don't want into the 18, right. Right, come from there, come from there. Get a bit more of this bit. We've certainly made a good start on the collecting of the deep slate we need. Even if we don't manage to collect it all today. This we managed to make a good start. Like I say, I need about probably 5 shulkers worth in reality. Yeah, yes, I think my problem is for the people who weren't around earlier on, I spent yesterday clearing out the garage of some junk and just getting rid of some. We've got to skip and we're getting rid of rubbish. And my back was a bit sore after doing that yesterday, and I didn't feel too bad when I first woke up, but obviously sitting playing Minecraft hasn't really helped. Back and shoulders are starting to ache a bit. I think if we can get if we can complete the third shulker, At least it'll give us something to start doing the next floor, doing the current floor with. So we can just fill up that section. I'm going to say we'll also try to make our way out. Just dig up. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's on Twitch's end. Nothing to do with me. I haven't. They're on whatever the default settings are for channel points. I haven't messed with anything like that. All I've done, literally, set up the redemptions. You have 2.5. Oh yeah, because you were mean. I wonder why you only had 2.5, because you were mean to me. Wow, that is... You should I'm sure I read. Don't quote me on this, because it was on one of the help pages, I'm sure. That it's about 220 channel points an hour. It's about 220 channel points an hour that you're supposed to pick up. Now, how much of, I don't know if being active versus inactive honestly makes a difference. I don't know. But that I'm sure was in the guidance for the channel point setup, was about 220 now. Subscribers get it at a slightly higher rate, Nifty Catty. I think you get an extra 20%. Well, feel free to look it up. I was going on what I thought it was when I was setting the channel point redemptions up. That number was quoted somewhere. That's how the channel point redeemed pricing was worked out at. Was that assumption of 220 an hour roughly. Yeah, but you were here. You were a regular visitor as well, because you get a bonus if you're a regular. Don't think it's 5 times Nifty Catty. Unless, of course, you've just googled that. Well, no excuses. No excuses for it, Nifty. No excuses for it. No excuses. Yeah, but you get a bonus when you come back repeatedly. That is true. That is true. I do make you miss it. Sleep's important. But yeah, so when you come back regular, you get a You do get a bonus. I don't know how much that bonus is. I just know you do. So you get a bonus as a regular, you get a bonus if you're a subscriber. There's lots of bonuses. Clearly. I think that's what Darshan's saying is, for some reason he's not getting the bonus for being a regular visitor. But what did pop up in chat, I saw while I was busy talking and mining, was the reminder there for the YouTube channel. If you've missed out on any of the Sunday Minecraft streams, they do get put up on the YouTube channel, as well as bonus. Yeah, I'm trying to do it weekly, but life is what it is sometimes. I can't always get it done every week. But we're trying to get on some content there, so try and pop on. I had last week's, for example, about the door, guide to the world, for anybody who's missed an episode. Oof, look at the diamonds we've made. Let's turn them into stacks. Pop them in there, there, and there. Don't need those. Right, let's grab our stuff back. Make sure we use the right pick for the ender chest. Yeah, more content will be forthcoming on, let's say, on the YouTube channel. More content will be forthcoming as we get further into the build. But feel free to check it out. No obligation, no requirement. Nearly did it. Let's eat some food. My getting out by going higher isn't really working because I'm not going any higher. Seems to be staying 7205. Right. Excuse me. Cool. It's an interesting question. Those of you who do watch YouTube videos, do you like to see you just want somebody to get on with it? Like when you open a YouTube video, you know, do you like a sort of, I want to say theme tune, but it's not quite the right word, but you know, do you see that as being better, or do you just want them to get on with the content? Yeah, an intro. No worries, Darshan. Take care of yourself. Yeah, so I've been watching a gentleman called Tom FM, and he plays Football Manager 2021. And he has it. It's just a bit. It's just very short, and it is only very short. It's only a matter of probably 20 seconds, maybe 30. Sort of, and he's playing as Aberdeen, and so it has a bit of football footage of Aberdeen playing. Picture of the club badge. Yeah, not an introduction where sorry, Nifty Cat, not an introduction where I'm talking, but literally just like a credits page. You know, you go to watch a TV show and they have the sort of theme music and that sort of style introduction. Yeah. Yeah, and I know Foxy does something similar with his videos. It's whether it's something that people want or something that people just find annoying. The people that are like, oh, I wish you wouldn't do that, just get on with the content. Bye. Go over there. Yep, got the gunpowder. It's one of those I'm never sure on whether people want them or people are like, oh, wish people would just get on with videos and stop messing around. Yeah, I'm just thinking if you watch videos back to back, you know, would I find it annoying? Probably. Ooh, witch. Only one way to deal with the witch. Rude not to collect the ore while it's here. Yeah, I mean, Tom does a full. He does a sort of intro speech to what's happening in the episode, which is good. I like that. I think that's important. But because he's sponsored, he actually makes his sort of sponsorship. You know, to the point I can actually even tell you who he's like. He does such a good job of it. I can tell you who he's sponsored by, even though I would never download the app. But he makes it a fun introduction. He makes that his paid sponsorship introduction part of the video and does a really good job of it. So you don't feel like you're watching an advert. I've seen other people who have got like those paid sort of promotional things, and they don't do them very well. And you feel like you're sitting through an advert. Is that going back down? These all go down. I want one to go up. It's like we're digging again. Let's got some cobble, haven't we? Yeah, he's sponsored by an app that's a football app, so it fits obviously with what he does. But he makes it part of the video, so you know he'll be talking to, say, the chairman of the club about transfer policy or something, and I'm saying, "Oh, did you know on my video you can on this app you can get information about all these players," and it's just a really nice way of doing it, rather than it being a, hey look, somebody pays me to make videos kind of approach. only going to be one winner in a bow fight. I was thinking about whether I should put together a small sort of introduction, you know, with some sort of graphics and stuff like that for the channel. What's the betting? When we get out of here, it's night time. Oof, it's not. It's daytime. Right. Right. So, which way is home? Ender chest. I think they're in the ender chest. Yeah. Let's grab the spare rockets. I didn't realise we were that close to the surface. That's why, Nifty Catty. On the way back, let's try not to get distracted by the Guardian Temples. On the way here, we found a few Guardian Temples. So as we went over the water, we found a few. As we were outside world border, they should be unclaimed and therefore free game for anybody to go along. I'll have to find myself some axolotls, go and explore them. I do need some sea lanterns now. See, there's one here. Let's just fly over it carefully. So like 5'6" by 6'1". Don't land in the water while you're writing it down. So there's what I found one inside world border that there's one. Look, I told you there was loads of them. It's a 5'3" by 5'8". I found loads, and they're outside world border, so we can go and just explore and dig our way through, get some sea lanterns, get some sponges, or we can try making a guardian farm. Found one inside world border that I don't think is claimed. I could try building a guardian farm. No, I have never built a guardian farm. I told you, look, 3 in a row. 4'8" by 5'2". See, if you go at this diagonal, you find them all. Again, outside trim, because it's at more than 5,000 blocks. This is the one that we looked at. It's about 4'2" by 4'7". As to whether we should build a garden, come over and build a garden farm. It is a little distance away from where our base is, though. So it might be worth having a look around. See this one a little bit closer, but the other hand, I found plenty of ice. Anybody wants some ice? There's plenty of it. Yeah, I mean, ideally, if I was going to build a garden, and I probably wouldn't build it on here. If I was going to build a garden farm, I'd want some quick way of getting there. I don't have a mob farm, so I don't have unlimited amounts of rockets. I don't know whether I fancy building another second nether tunnel. Here's a village we tried to steal villagers from. There's a small ravine. Next to the small ravine is one giant skyscraper build. So nearly landed on the block. Just land on the stairs. For anybody who wasn't here at the start of the episode, you can see we've completed. These are the height of the four wall. This wall height here. I know that one's not fully complete. These three are. These are going to be mirrored, obviously, all the way around, and this is going to form the first part of the tower. So we've got our 2 floors of basement. Then that is actually the top of the ground floor, or the first floor, depending upon how you describe it. But it's the first above ground floor. And that's the ceiling of the first floor. We want to put a deep slate tile floor down in there. It's going to go on top of the pumpkins. That's why we've been collecting the deep slate today. We then need to glass up to the next floor and then put it in. But we want to get these in. I got a couple of hours away. I need this kind of mindless task, so we pop these in. We're going to obviously do them all around, and that will bring us up then to this height here, and this will actually be our floor height that we stood on, I think. Yeah, that's one up. So that will be our floor height. So this will be where we come out to, and then that's when we're going to start our stepping in. So we're going to step in from about 150 up to build height. We're going to start bringing it in. So every couple of floors we're going to sort of come in 10 blocks to create that spiky skyscraper look. What we're going to do though is we're not going to bring it in evenly on all sides. Remember, my inspiration for this build was the Empire State Building, hence the square, the stepping it in, but also we love the Shard down in London. So what we're going to do is probably step it in on 3 sides, so we can create that kind of triangular sort of shape to it. I think that'll be a nice effect. Does mean as well, once we get to this floor and upwards, the resources required for each floor will be less, hopefully. But we might well change it up as we bring them in. The walls might get a little bit. We might bring the support pillars because there'll be less weight of glass, so there'll be less need for that structural support. So we might well just slim these out till we get to perhaps the top floor that is literally pretty much all glass. Something we're going to play with when we get to that level, but that's where we're going with the skyscraper. If we just move on over here, you can see here's the redstone door, or half of the redstone door. We should start to build. We're going to have marble pillars on either side, do a nice functional top. And you can see it closes. The moment I've stopped the mechanism because I was doing stuff on the other side, so that you'll see it doesn't open fully. But that's going to be the plan, is you'll walk up, be able to open it and then go through. That's our plan, and that then you can see that's our first, and we'll just fill that back in when we completed the doors. Standard squid, that's okay. You can see this is the sort of effect we're going for. Now at the moment these are all pure stone. That will change, but for ease of build initially we've just kept it all as pure stone. We will be mixing in some andesite and other assorted blocks, but in order to make it nice and easy initially, we've just gone with that pure. That's our floor, and if we come down here, you should see we've got this is the interior, and you can see there we've got our polished diorite in the nice entranceway. We haven't yet done the interior walls for here, but you'll see there's a transition between the polished diorite and standard diorite. This is where our interior walls will start to commence. So what we're going to do is, this is where we're going to have a big entrance desk area. This is going to be our big grand entranceway. We'll have some seating, some meeting rooms, some offices off to either side, possibly shops. I've been toying with the idea of having a couple of floors of shops, potentially, you know, shops, offices, then housing, well, all in one skyscraper. That's one of the concepts I've been playing around with, is where just to change it up slightly. You can see there we've got the redstone line ready, but we haven't yet built that part in. This will be our ground floor. This will be our entranceway. So you walk in through the marble doorway. You walk in, and then there'll be a big entrance area, big reception desk. You know, so you walk in, there it is, grand entrance. You know, hi, what you're here for, and funnel off either to shopping, offices, living quarters. You can see cheapskate builders in my world, so they did lovely polished diorite for the big grand entranceway. Then here it's like kind of standard, bit more worn. And we've got our first basement area. Now this will be, hasn't been walled out interior, so I'm trying to get the exterior up first before we do all the interiors, because otherwise I think we'll end up spending a lot of time on interiors and we'll never get the building finished. I'd rather get the building finished and then do the interiors as a secondary aspect to it. You can see we've got lots of space. Probably put in some farms down here, you know, like little mini, you know, bamboo farms, sugarcane farms on this floor. That's the plan. So that's sub-basement, so that's basement floor 1. And if we go down to basement floor 2, this is our storage room. Got a zombie spawner there we haven't done anything with yet. Got a skeleton spawner up the corner. But this is my little cheaty smelter. It's probably run out of things to smelt. We actually got glass in there, so we can. Before we left for today's mining, I did pause it so that we'd have stuff in here, so when we come back we could just take some out. Start hitting things up. So quick though, I have to wait. And you can see now our wings are fully repaired. There's the right pit. Pulled 2 items out. Everything fully repaired. It is probably Bedrock's biggest advantage. The ability to mend everything so easily. And you can see we've gone for this is actually birch, custom texture pack birch with a light grey glass. You see we've got that storage all the way around. The bed won't be staying, it's just for convenience more than anything else. But at the time I was doing it, I was getting the odd spawn. We haven't spawn proofed under this whole building. We want to dig out, that's the car park area underneath this floor. We haven't yet dug that out fully, so it's still it's still dark, still things spawning down there. You can hear them, they're in the walls occasionally. But this is all our storage, so this is our, I guess it's our end room. Yeah, nether and end items. So you can see we've got all the storage you're ever going to want. It's not automated. I have no intention. It would cross so many chunk borders to automate each one. It's really not worth the hassle. But that's where we are. And so that's where we're going to leave it for today. It's currently rocking up to 10:30 in the UK. Honestly, I don't know who's on Twitch at this time of day on a Sunday. If anybody's got any suggestions of someone we can raid, then I would quite happily take it. Yeah, Nun's on. Nun's always on a Sunday morning. Bless her. Let's pop. Oh, what's we got? Let's pop to our end screen. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who dropped in, said hello. Thank you for the stickers, the bits, the noises. All really appreciated. And I hope everybody has a good Sunday. We'll just going to quit Minecraft just so we'll go raid Nun. I was typing but nothing was happening. So we'll go give Nun a raid. Nun was on Don't Die, and that's where I really discovered her, along with the others. So let's go and say hello. And our raid message is, of course, that the Dark Lord Nifty is approaching. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
we go. Right, it's only for today, okay? Only for today. There you go. 5 minutes of hangover none. Just for today. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sheesh. Oh, I look rough there. That was not last weekend, the weekend before. Wowzers. I was not well. I had to cancel my stream, chat. I was that poorly. Had to cancel the stream. I did. Deary me. And none has learnt. Looks like you just finished the kebab and got home. That's how I woke up. I woke up like that and sent the picture to my friends like yeah. And now here it is for you all to see. Hello D Hard, are those Grady emotes I see? Those are Grady emotes. Welcoming. Did you name some mobs after viewers? Not yet. We've not got round to that yet, but we will. We're not there yet. I need to spawn proof this before I almost die again. None needs to hydrate while she parties. Listen, I was hydrating with espresso martinis. What more do you want? What more do you want from me, chat? I was drinking liquids. By the way, espresso martinis hit hard. They hit hard, chat. If you're old enough to drink, and you drink espresso martinis, my word, it's a delay. Do not be fooled with espresso martinis, chat. It hits you later. Uh-oh. Indeed, the myth, the legend, the penetrator, that is Grady. I love Grady. I love Grady. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Right, come at me, hoglings. I don't want to hit your piggy friend. By accident. Come here. Hi, redhead. How you doing? I hear Judas has gone to work and you will be seeing him later. That's cool. How are you? Are you well? We just need to spawn proof the tunnels because I keep almost dying. Oh wow! Did you just yeet my friend off? Arrow the book. Oh, that's on me. That's on me, chat. That's on me. This won't take long though, and then we're gonna go build an iron soldier. And then we are going to work on our house. We need a storage room as well, so I need to think about what we can do for that. Because all my friends are building amazing storage rooms.